What's up, y'all?
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
So, on my single player playthrough, I literally made it here, right? And I thought I was making a video out of it. And so
Hey,
I literally
Shannon!
was talking
Let's say
the whole
hi.
time. William's heart.
Looks like that odd ox made it through the shadows.
But yeah, so literally thought I was doing the same thing, like doing the video the whole time. And so I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there was things that happened, and I got really annoyed with how it went because I screwed up and loaded, and I stopped playing for a while. And so now here I am back at it again, and hopefully we can do better this time on the actual gameplay. Because all this is still basically new to me, because I never went this route. Because on my multiplayer playthrough, done the route to where we never even went here. And so we didn't even know about this place until after events happened to where this place got destroyed, basically. And we felt horrible because all these people we ended up having to kill and stuff with the way we went. And I'm just hoping this way we can prevent that. Because all these people we saved from the grove and stuff like that. And you know, it just feels bad when you get attached to people and then they just end up dying. So hopefully we can protect them this time around.
Yeah?
Anyway, so let's get to this. Actually, give me a sec. So I'm gonna do all the talking outside the inn real quick, and then I'm gonna...
Karlak! I thought you'd be in
go
the
to
city
bed.
by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people.
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing.
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus, for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
well, all right. This shouldn't take long.
Dang, 7 hits with a hammer and it's crafted.
Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you.
I don't care, screw that, we're keeping her alive.
I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
Okay, so before I touch her, so in D&D, there's a spell where you can basically time freeze someone. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll find the spell, we'll freeze her, and then hold off until we find the cure. And then once we find the cure, then we'll fix her up, and then she'll be good, right? I already know that ain't gonna happen in the game, but it just sucks, dude.
This is the best day. The best day. I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
I don't. I do. That's why we're still standing around.
There's the yellow dots. Oh, I think that was just the cows below. See, that would be something that would be really cool. Like, what if you could craft your own gear and stuff? Because I wish they would have made it to where, I know in D&D you only have a limited amount of items you can have that have abilities on them or whatever. But still, what if you can have like multiple rings? Kind of just for like show or something. Hello.
Please, I just want to be alone.
Already know who you are.
It's Dennis. He's gone. Cultists.
It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away, but my love, Dennis, Martin Dor, Roshan. Everything. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Not unless you can bring him back. Can you? It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. What am I going to do?
Got you. So if y'all remember, she was at the Grove. She was talking to Dennis, talking about when they get to Baldur's Gate, getting a place up there, and then they invited us to go to the tavern with them. Okay. Let's go to camp. Heal up, make sure we get everything back. Because honestly, I don't know if I have the spell slots and all that. Honestly, out of all the campsites I've seen so far, this actually is my favorite. Where's the owl bear? There you are. This is actually pretty beautiful. Dark, but nice. So watch. So even though this is a campsite, watch the surrounding areas actually be structures. Because I really do feel like that's a place we've been to or we've ran across. How do I get back up? I just got down here. Also, you know what? So Lizelle, I'm gonna swap out, but I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. So who do y'all want me to swap Lizelle out for? Any characters? Because I want to keep Shadowheart because this is her area. And then I want to keep Karlach because her personality is like the best personality in the world. And so, whoever y'all want me to swap them out for, just let me know. Because so far, I think the options are going to be these. It's going to be Gal, Will, and this guy. Awesome. And then I believe it's Therion as well. But I don't know where he's at. Probably over there. By the way, look at Lizelle. She actually looks really cool though. I like that. Wait, that's Carla. Okay, there he is. I was so confused. I'm like, did Therion leave camp? Ooh, I forgot. I think he has the book. Let's see if he learned it.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so probably safest to skip it.
Do I have the book or does he? Oh, I got it. Whoops. On the single player, I gave it to him, and so I'm curious if he can make way with it. Okay, so let's go. Go to sleep.
Playtime's over, pet.
Do you want to die?
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Let's do this, because hopefully it will give me a bonus. Crap. You know what, let's go. Let's go. We need a 15 or higher. Dude, this sucks. Let's go!
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
You know what? This is for Will. I don't care about doing the other checks. I want Will to be free.
I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Let's go! I got you, Will. Good job. That's a stereo. Why does a stereo want to talk?
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Precisely. Exactly. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. You will help me find him, won't you? Perfect! I knew you would understand.
Okay, where's Will? Is this Will? No, that's Corbin. So many people need to cop.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? I want to believe that as much as you do. Almost as much as Will does. But I just know there will be more to the story. There always is.
It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You'd never win. Not ever.
I mean, I agree from what I've seen so far, but I also think it is worth trying it.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
Okay. So y'all remember after this video. Well, actually, you know what? I'll do a post as well, just in case people haven't watched the video yet. And we'll see. Here we go again.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger.
Hello.
I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the Grove. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. Time works differently here. It's hard to explain. Sometimes I can barely even remember what it was like before. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I'm afraid this burden is one I have to carry alone. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I know. I'm glad you are on my side. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Come on, I got it.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira to come up with
I
one.
bet they're close. I don't.
I do.
Watching us. And that's why we're still standing around.
Hello.
To our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, It helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Premium Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Please work. Let's go.
I mean, maybe.
Let's get this.
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather. Last Light's best bargains right here.
Don't wander far.
He goes up so fast.
We need to talk.
And he actually gave me something.
Your move, Maul.
Wait a moment.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing. Ha! His king is wide open!
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. Don't I? Indeed. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter.
Do that.
Why spoil it? It's all out there, waiting to be discovered. You never know what you might find if you just dig a little deeper. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worm's? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine.
No.
See you soon.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Cerys, Scout,
Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Aye. Not a battle she's likely to put to song. Maybe we should have just surrendered. Zevlor begged us to. But... they were toying with us. Making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
We're in a dilapidated inn, surrounded by cursed darkness. Only a fool wouldn't be afraid. We've no brighter horizon ahead of us. There's just the city. If I can get us there alive.
But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
See, that's the point. Like, honestly, the Tieflings, like, the group has been through so much in this, like, charge, man.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon.
Last light's
And we
best
don't want any
bargains
surprises.
right here.
Yes, Mom.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods!
To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Well, consider this an experiment, then. Indulge me.
See, this is where I struggle because it's like, another group won't like it. But then I think it would also build the trust with them. It's basically a truth serum type thing. That's what the wine is. Let's try.
Bottoms up.
I'm sorry for making y'all disapprove. I shouldn't have.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? But a river can flood and break its banks. If the parasite changes you, tries to break you, could you resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Surprised Shadowheart doesn't say anything about that, since she's against that.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
See, I'm torn between two of them. Monk or Tiefling. I feel like if I do Tiefling, it will relate more to him. But I like Monk as well. Because the Monk is like a wise, while a Tiefling is like, that's our history. Honestly, let's go Monk.
Poison? Sure. You must love the taste of it. He seems to know you pretty well. Looked like he was doing a pretty good job. If I had to deal with gods and worms in my head, I'd make a deal with anyone. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
I should have done persuasion. Dude! Oh, don't be that way, come on. Karlach, beat him up.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
We will.
Last night's best bargains, right?
We got you, Mom, okay? Honestly, I love the tiefling so much, dude.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. It hurts. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. It won't be enough to protect you against the areas of utter darkness, though, where the curse is strongest. This lantern should, though. Ketheric is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. You have not known tranquility until you have felt the Absolute's embrace. That I can promise you.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has.
Okay.
Time to go, Isabel.
I'm gonna do a part 2.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Stop it here and then I'll do a part 2. I'll see y'all soon.